Alright, so today I'm going to be replacing the OEM shift knob on my 2002 Honda S2000 with a Moddiction Anvil spherical knob. It's countersunk and it's over 500 grams, I believe. So it's going to be much heavier than the stock knob and also sit about I don't know how much lower, we'll find out here soon, but they say online it should sit almost an inch lower. So that'll take some mechanical advantage away from shifting, but the added weight in the knob should make up for it. So I bought it just to see how it was. I got it on Black Friday for a good deal. So everyone online seems to say good things about it, and it's one of the best shift knobs you can run for the S2000. So I'm going to see how it improves the feel. To take off the OEM shift knob, all you got to do is break the locking nut on the bottom loose with a 14mm wrench. Once you do that, you can unthread it straight off the top, and then unthread the locking nut. I believe the Moddiction Anvil knob does not use a locking nut. You just thread it down all the way until it threads itself onto the bottom. Because the one I got does not have the 1st through 6 engraved on it. It's just a stainless steel finish to it with no numbers on top, so it doesn't really matter what orientation it gets tightened down at. Alright, so here's just a little unboxing of my Moddiction shift knob. This is the box it comes in, sticker across the front. Open it up. As you can see, I paid $57.59 shipped for it on Black Friday. Comes nicely wrapped in bubble wrap, and then it's also wrapped in a plastic bag as well that's completely sealed just to make sure it didn't get any scratches on it. And just by grabbing the two, I can tell this one's much heavier than the stock one. The only thing I think I'll miss is the leather wrapped part of this, because I'm sure this one's going to get hot as Satan's ass in the summer. So we're going to give it a try, and if I can't stand it, I can always go back to the stock knob, because I do love the way this feels. I just bought this because it was a good sale, and people online say it feels a lot better. I've actually never owned a car with a spherical shift knob. I've always had the ones shaped like this, so I'm going to see if I like it or hate it. So I'm just ripping this out of the packaging here. It's very nicely machined, and it's countersunk, so the threads in way down there, and this drops over the shift assembly, so this should sit much lower in the car. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Upon first glance here, the Moddiction Anvil stainless steel shift knob is much shorter than the stock knob, so I'm not sure if I'm going to like that. It may be something I have to get used to, because usually I wrap my whole hand around the side of this one when I shift, but this one's more meant to put your hand on top of it while you shift. You can't really fit your whole hand around the side of it when you're going to shift, so take that into consideration if you're considering this knob. Here we are. We're going to go ahead and put the Moddiction knob on. Thread it all the way down, starting to push on this leather here just a little bit. And when I take it off, I just want to make sure it's not damaging the leather in any kind of way, because it does push it down quite a bit more than the stock knob did. So let's give it a little snug. You don't want to go too tight, because you're twisting on the plastic assembly we replaced in my earlier video down below, so you don't want to tighten it too hard, just enough to snug it up a little bit. I'm going to be honest, upon first feel here, I don't like how you can just twist the knob and it just starts unthreading. I don't like the fact that there's no lock nut on there. It may be something I have to get used to, because I don't want to twist this too hard to break the plastics underneath. But it does feel much heavier. It sits lower, so my hand's laying completely flat on the center console, and I can actually reach it without lifting my arm up more. Before, with the stock knob, my arm would have to sit up about an inch off the center console to grab the shift knob and flip it back and forth. But this one, like I said, is about an inch lower, so you can lay your arm flat and shift the car with ease. The only other thing I noticed upon first thought here is that if you're going to shift like this, these two fingers on the end here are going to kind of lay into the leather boot. Before, with the stock knob, it sat up higher, and with the lock nut, you could get your whole hand around it and not make contact with the leather boot, which probably preserved the life of the leather boot a lot longer than this one will. But we'll give it a shot here. So thanks for watching, and subscribe, guys.